Hi guys, and welcome to our Snapchat ads tutorial. So why Snapchat? While many advertisers fight for attention on Meta and TikTok, Snapchat still offers opportunity where competition isn't as crowded, and that creates room to win. Snapchat now has about 946 million monthly active users worldwide and around 470 million daily active users. That's huge reach every single day. It's not just teens anymore. People open Snapchat dozens of times a day. They're engaged and connected across regions. Europe has roughly 97 million daily users, and the US alone has over 100 million Snapchatters. And here's the key advantages. Competition is lower, which usually means lower CPMs, lower CPCs, and better acquisition costs. Less noise. Again, more room to win. That's why Snapchat is interesting right now. With almost 1 billion monthly active users worldwide and a massive share of them between 30 and 34 years old, Snapchat gives advertisers access to one of the most engaged audiences online. Whether you're launching your first campaign or scaling an existing brand, Snapchat Ads provides you the tools you need to reach the right audience at the right moment. In this step-by-step walkthrough, you'll learn how to create your Snapchat Ads account, install Snap Pixel, build your first campaign, launch your ads, and go live. And by the end of this tutorial, your campaign will be up and running, fully set up and ready to optimize. Let's get started. Once you are ready to sign up for your account, go to ads.snapchat.com and click on the sign up button here. And once you get to this page here, just go ahead and fill out your personal information. And once you have everything filled out, go ahead and click on next. Now, go ahead and enter your username. And then here, you're able to fill in your website. And if you have import brand assets checked on right here, Snapchat will actually take the assets from your website and auto-populate them onto your Snapchat ads profile, which can save you some time. So go ahead and enter your website here, and then click on Create Account button. Here you can add more of your business details, like your country, currency, and phone number. Snapchat has recently changed a registration flow a bit, and if you see this Open a Business Account button at the top of the screen, make sure to click on it and fill out all the required data as well. And now, with all of that done, you've successfully created your Snapchat Ads account. Congratulations. Now, let's build your first campaign. But before we proceed, I know that many people get confused at this point, so let's talk in details what every objective means. Awareness and engagement. This objective is all about getting your brand seen and remembered. Choose this when you want to introduce your brand to Snapchatters, get more video views, increase ad engagement, like interactions with your ad, promote places or events. It's perfect for early stage marketing when your priority is recognition and reach. Number 2, traffic objective. This objective pushes Snapchatters off the app and towards your destination, typically a website or an app. Use this when your goal is to increase clicks to your site, get users to visit a landing page, send people to an offer, sign up form, or product page. So number 3, leads. A lead objective helps you collect leads or contact information. This is the right objective when you want email signups, phone numbers, form submissions. Snapchat will optimize your ads towards users most likely to take those actions after seeing your ad. Number 4, app promotion. Choose this objective if your main goal is to get more app installs or re-engagements with your app. It's really great for increasing new app downloads, boosting engagement with people who have interacted with your app already, driving in-app actions like registrations, purchases, or custom events within your app. Snapchat will show your ads to people who are most likely to install or take actions inside your app. And number 5, sales objective. The sales objective is focused on driving real conversions, like purchases, checkouts, or other revenue-generating actions on your website. When you select this objective, Snapchat optimizes delivery towards users who are most likely to complete that specific conversion event. However, there is something very important to understand. The sales objective works best when your Snap Pixel is properly installed and collecting data. Ideally, you should already have at least 50 to 100 successful conversion events before heavily relying on this objective. Why? Because Snapchat algorithm needs enough historical data to understand who is most likely to convert. Without sufficient data, the system doesn't have enough signals to optimize efficiently. If your pixel is brand new and has little or no conversion history, you may consider starting with traffic objective or another objective, first to generate data, and then switch to sales once the pixel has learned and received at least 50 to 100 conversions. When properly set up, the sales objective can become one of the most powerful tools for scaling. So let's go to install the pixel. Click on Manage Ads here, then click on Pixels right here, and click on Create Pixel. Let's give your pixel a name. And you can skip the website part. You can install it in two ways. There's manual installation by simply placing the code of the pixel on your website. And there's also partner integration using platforms like Shopify, Google Tag Manager, or eCommerce. If you're using a supported platform, partner integration is usually the easiest method. Once you've installed your Snap Pixel on your website, it's very important to make sure it's actually working correctly. The easiest way to do this is by using the Snap Pixel Helper extension for Google Chrome. First, go to Chrome Web Store and search for Snap Pixel Helper. Install the extension and pin it to your browser toolbar. Now go to your website and refresh your page. Click on the Snap Pixel Helper icon in the top right corner of your browser. If your pixel is installed correctly, you'll see your pixel ID appear along with the events that are firing, such as page view, add to cart, or purchase or registration. This tool allows you to confirm that your pixel is active, check if events are firing properly, identify errors or missing parameters. If the extension shows errors, review your installation or check your integration setup. Always make sure your pixel is working before launching conversion campaigns, because without accurate tracking, Snapchat cannot optimize properly. Now, back to objectives. So choose your objective and click Next. Now, let's go ahead and give our campaign a name. For example, I'll simply call it Test Campaign. As you can see, the campaign status is set to active by default. I'm going to switch this off for now, just to avoid any issues in case that ad gets rejected or delayed during review. Once everything is approved, we can easily turn it back on. Next, we have the option to create a split test. I'll enable this so you can see how it works. If we scroll down, you'll notice there are several variables you can test. You can run split tests between different creatives, audiences, placements, and campaign goals. This feature is especially useful when you are in the testing phase and want to experiment with different setups to see what performs best. For this demo campaign, I'm actually going to turn this option off. Now, let's review the start and end dates. It's important not to set your campaign to start on the same day you're creating it. Instead, schedule it to begin the following day. This gives your ad enough time to go through the approval process without any unnecessary issues. So I'll set the start date for tomorrow and then click on Next in the bottom right corner. All right, our campaign is now created. Next, we'll move on to setting up the ad set. This is where we define things like budget, audience targeting, and placements. In other words, this is where we decide who will see the ad and how it will be delivered. You can begin by naming your ad set if you would like. For this example, I'll simply call it Test Ad Set. Just like before, the status is automatically set to active. I'm going to switch this off for now just to avoid any issues in case the ad is rejected or delayed during review. Next, we have tracking. This is where you'll connect your Snap Pixel with your campaign. As you can see, I'm getting an error message because my pixel wasn't fully set up earlier. If you see something similar, just click on Setup Pixel and complete the configuration. Below that, you'll see Snap App ID tracking. This is mainly used for mobile app campaigns to track installs and in-app events. Since we're not promoting an app, in this example, we won't need it here. Now, if we scroll down, we configure our goal and bidding. First, let's select our performance goal. If I open this drop-down, you'll see a different optimization options. This setting tells Snapchat what type of result you want, whether that's impressions, clicks, or other actions. The options you choose should match your campaign objective. For this demo, I'll focus on maximizing impressions, so I'll select the first option. Next, let's talk about bidding. Bidding determines how much you're willing to pay for each result, whether that's a click, a video view, or an impression. Auto bid allows Snapchat to automatically optimize the price for you, which is usually the best choice if you're just starting out. Max bid gives you more control, but it's more advanced. For this campaign, we'll stick with auto bid. Now, let's move to budget and schedule. If you're new, I recommend starting with at least $30 per day or 30 euros per day. That gives the algorithm enough room to gather data and move through the learning phase effectively. So we'll set the daily budget to $30. For scheduling, make sure your campaign starts the following day, not the same day you're creating it. And ideally, let it run for at least 4 days. That gives Snapchat enough time to properly learn and optimize. And it set a stronger foundation for future campaigns. Now, let's look at placements. By default, Snapchat uses automatic placement, meaning your ad can appear across different parts of the app. If you click on Added Placement, you can manually choose where your ad will run. For most campaigns, automatic placement works best, so we'll leave it as it is. Next, we'll choose our locations. If I click on Search Locations, let's say I also want to target France, I'll select France, making sure I choose the country, and now the ads will run in both the United States and France. Always choose locations that align with where your ideal customers are. If you already have a bulk list of locations, you can upload it here as well. Now let's move to demographics. Here you can define age range, gender, language. Make sure these settings match your target audience. For example, if you're in beauty niche, you might focus more on a female audience. Or if your product is language specific, you can adjust that here. For this demo, I'll target English speakers. Scrolling down, we reach audience settings. First, we have predefined audiences. These are interest-based or behavior-based groups. I'll be creating an ad for a car wash and detailing center. So if I search for interest related to cars, I can select categories like car owners or automotive enthusiasts. This allows the ad to be shown to users who are interested in vehicles, cars, and are more likely to care about keeping their car clean and well maintained. If you need something more precise, you can create a custom audience. Click on Create Audience here to explore the options there. You can build audiences from customer lists by uploading emails or phone numbers, website events using SnapPixel data, mobile app events, ad engagement, profile engagement, or lookalike audiences. Lookalikes allow you to reach new users similar to your existing customers, but you'll need an existing source of audience first. Whenever you create an audience, make sure it aligns with your campaign objective and the action you want users to take. For this demo, I won't create a full custom audience. I'll cancel that for now and continue. Next, we have device targeting. If you want to narrow down by device type, you can do that here. For now, I'll leave that default setting. Scrolling further, we have delivery settings. Frequency cap lets you control how often one person sees your ad. Third-party tagging and double verification are more advanced tracking tools, and most beginners don't need to adjust these. With everything configured, let's click Next and finalize the ad set. Now that we have created our campaign and configured the ad set, it's time to build the ad itself. We'll start by naming our ad. For this example, I'll simply call it Test Ad. Now let's look at the ad format. Snapchat offers several different ad formats, and each one serves a specific purpose. Let's quickly go through them so you understand when to use each option. First, we have single image or video ad. This format works well for quick promotions, limited time offers, or driving traffic to a website. For best performance, aim for videos between 6 and 10 seconds. Next is the story ad. This format allows you to use multiple images or video clips that appears in the discovery feed. It's great for storytelling, product demonstrations, or building deeper engagement. It's also very beginner-friendly. Then we have the collection ad. This format lets you display multiple products in a sweepable carousel, which is ideal for e-commerce brands with several items to showcase. After that, there's the commercial ad. This is a short, non-skippable video typically used for brand awareness or more polished campaigns. It tends to perform best when supported by strong creatives and a larger budget. And finally, we have the AR ad. This is an interactive lens or filter users can engage with. It's more advanced and usually better suited for larger brands or campaigns with higher budget. For this tutorial, we'll create a story ad. With the story ad selected, scroll down to the creative section. This is where we build the actual ad that users will see. You'll also be able to preview everything live on the right-hand side here. And yeah, let's begin by uploading first piece of media. Click on this upload button and select your first video tile. Since we're creating a story ad, we can add multiple tiles. Each tile acts as a separate part of the story, playing one after another as users tap through. For this campaign, I'll upload 2 video tiles. I'll double-click the first one, and it will appear on the right side for preview. To watch it, simply hover over the video, like this. Now let's look at the attachment settings on the left. By default, it's set to web view, but you can also choose to deep link or app install. Select the option that matches your campaign objective. For this example, we'll stick to web view. Next, enter your website URL. I'll simply type in the website of our car wash and detailing center. Now let's choose a call to action. This is important because it clearly tells users what to do next. By default, option is view, but since we're promoting a car wash and detailing center, we want customers to book a service appointment. So I'll select book now. Now let's add the second tile. Click on add assets button, then choose duplicate previous asset. This keeps the same URL and call to action settings. After that, delete existing media file and upload the second video tile from your folder. Once uploaded, you can preview both tiles using the arrows on the right. This helps ensure everything looks exactly the way you want it before going live. I'm happy with how the videos look, so let's continue. Now we'll add a headline. In this case, I'll write, well, professional car wash and detailing near you. Scrolling down, we can review the public profile settings. You can also mark this as partnership, add if needed, and preview how your profile appears. Next, check the Discover tile settings. I recommend leaving this enabled since it allows your story ad to appear in the Discover feed and reach a broader audience. Now let's upload a logo. Snapchat recommends using a logo that's at least 700 by 100 pixels. I'll upload the logo of our car wash and detailing center. You can crop it if needed and confirm. Next, we have the message design settings. These are used if your ad can be delivered as a chat message. You can customize the message and set up an automatic reply. For this campaign, we won't use that feature, so I'll leave it turned off. Lastly, we have a delivery settings. Just like before, I'll switch the status off for now so the ad doesn't start running before approval. Impression tracker and click trackers are more advanced tools, typically used by larger professional advertisers. So if you're just getting started, you don't need to adjust those. Once everything looks good, click Review and Publish in the bottom right. Before publishing the campaign, we have one final chance to review everything and make sure all settings are correct. Double check that your business address is filled in properly. Then scroll down and complete your payment details. Once everything is set up, head to the bottom right corner and click Publish Campaign. And just like that, your ads will begin publishing. If everything was submitted correctly, your campaign will move into review phase. To continue managing your campaign, click on Manage Campaign. This will take you back to the Ads Manager dashboard. Here you'll be able to monitor metrics such as total spend, impressions, clicks, click-through rate, and things like that. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the terminology. If you scroll down, you'll also see an overview of all campaigns, ad sets, and ads you've created so far. After launching your first campaigns, the next step is to explore the Analyze tab in the top left. Inside this section, you'll find audience insights, performance reports, and most importantly, Campaign Lab. Now, let's open Campaign Lab. This is where you can run split tests to compare different variables and identify what performs best for your business. Testing helps you understand what's working, so you can optimize and scale more efficiently. Now, you've launched your first campaign. What comes next? As mentioned earlier, let your campaign run for at least 4 days before evaluating performance. This gives Snapchat enough time to complete the learning phase and properly optimize delivery. The more data the system gathers, the stronger your future results will be. Once you've identified your winning ad sets, begin scaling carefully. Increase budgets gradually. A good general guideline is to raise the budget by 20 to 30% every 48 hours. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to join our Snapchat Ads community on Telegram, and I'll see you on the inside.